Sisters, why is this the favorite comment on TikTok when it comes to black men and black women? That you always are talking about marriage rates. I've been a black woman for over 40 years, and I've never had this conversation with other black women about marriage rates. This is really something that black men like you are obsessing about, okay? And it's sad because at the end of the day, we know why the marriage rates are so low. The pickings is low. It's slim pickings out here. And what's happening is black women are showing you all that we are not desperate. It doesn't matter how low the pickings are. We still won't choose you. And I understand that hurts. Many of y'all was not fly in high school, wasn't fly in your 20s, and you still not fly right now. And you are hoping and wishing that women are going to get desperate enough to finally want you. And it still ain't happening. So you're turning into bitter boys. Hashtag bitter boys. Turn into a pass.
You see how you had to end your video with an insult? Bitter black boys. Here's the difference, okay? Y'all have this conversation. Let's stop it. Stop the bullshit. You may not talk about rates. You may not talk about marriage rates or whatever the case may be. You may not talk about divorce rates. You talk about relationships ending. You talk about how you were done wrong. You talk about what happened in the relationship. You lie about what happened in the relationship in order to make yourself look good. You demonize men. You talk about men like you're doing in this video. You do all of that to say, oh, well, black women are doing this and black women are doing that and we're not choosing you. The only thing is you're not being chosen by anybody else. That's why you're so mad about the Passport Bros movement. That's why you've always been so mad about interracial dating. That's why you've always had issues with those things. Because though they may sleep with you, nobody else really wants you for keeps. And it's because of this attitude right here. It's because of this. You see, while you're talking about that marriage rate that you're not really talking about, the difference is you won't speak of rates because rates are facts. And that's right up a man's alley. What you will do is you, just like you just did, you will come on and tell us how you feel, which is only opinion. So as you come through and you give your monotonous message that comes straight from the point of view of your self-confidence, self-esteem, self-value. The spoiler alert is that those things only matter to you. They have no effect on what the world thinks about you. And ironically, we're talking about marriage, which means you're bringing someone into your world and you're stepping into theirs. So what they think actually matters. And maybe that's the larger point, is that you're towing the line between being self-confident and having an overinflated ego. And see, once you cross that line, which is very thin, into an overinflated ego, now you begin to feel yourself and think so much of yourself that you can tell people what they should like about you rather than you being what they like. That's where we are. Now to address the slim pickings thing. The pickings aren't slim, or not as slim as you would want people to think. The picking's been wrong for a long time. You need an example? Look no further than the fact that you give all of your attention to guys who have clearly given up on you. Look at how much attention you give to Passport Bros as a whole. You see, for a very long time, black women have not been attracted to men who actually are on the same page as them and want to treat them well. And as a matter of fact, black women have been so greedy that that guy who wants to do those things and will do those things, and in more cases than not, is doing those things, ends up in the friend zone while she goes and gives the prize to that dude who doesn't pay her any attention until he's ready to fuck. To that dude that's all out in the streets until he got nowhere else to be. You see, it's not slim pickings. It's just that you value the wrong shit, baby doll. You have value for the wrong shit. You like guys who don't like you. You like guys who treat you in a nonchalant way. So the pickings aren't slim. You just like picking wrong. Show off.